All right, greetings, and welcome again to UMOJA Caribbean Union's online radio talk show. If you're seeing this now, I'm just letting you know this is a pre-recording for the post that is being shown right now. Okay, so I am at a location where forward movement, let's say that, is happening. And before I proceed in sharing where I am at, I just wanted to share with you all, as customary in our introduction, what is UMOJA Caribbean Union and who we are, what we're all about, okay? So, the purpose of this nonprofit corporation is to unify and empower the people of the Virgin Islands and the Caribbean, both home and abroad, through Afrocentric, educational, economical, and agricultural means by creating a system of human equality with the governing principles of know yourself for your greatest harmonious potential, love, balance, harmony, order, truth, righteousness, justice, reciprocity, and freedom. Our objects are to establish educational, economical, and agricultural programs, establish real estate division, acquire properties in town, country, and any other location, render assistance in sickness and other distresses, secure legislation in the interest of our members, establish credit unions, banks, or financial institutions to include insurance companies, and enter into agreements in the best interest of our members. So members' participation in everything, okay, is so important, okay? So we have various committees, and there are Public Affairs Committee, which is responsible for dissemination of information by way of newsletters, social media, and any other means to include community outreach. Research Committee, responsible for gathering information. Home Gardening Committee, responsible for creating gardens and conducting community outreach activities. Skills Committee, responsible for identifying individuals or groups to conduct workshops and training. Last but not least, the Bargaining Unit Committee, responsible for negotiating better working conditions, fair wages, and other areas in which a group of employees are in need of representation. So who can join UMOJA Caribbean Union? Well, if you are unemployed, self-employed, or employed, there's a one-time entrance fee of $15. Then you have to maintain your monthly dues, which varies depending on your category. So as low as $3 to $5 a month for the regular members. Then for the bargaining unit component, that would be based a percentage based on your gross pay. Okay. We do accept donations, so if you would love to be one of our sponsors to help us move things forward in various committees that we have, and to also help us move forward in accomplishing what we set out to do, as was mentioned earlier regarding the real estate division, banks, etc., you can be a sponsor. We do have a PayPal account, and it is in our email address name, UMOJA Caribbean Union at gmail.com. You can also get that information at our website at www.ucu.webs.com. We are also on Facebook, and that's where additional information is located. So you can check UMOJA Caribbean Union Inc. And our post office box is 3168 Kings Hill, Virgin Islands 00851. Alright. So moving on, definitely we have to recognize our sponsors, or those who are advertising in our newspaper. So this is an extra strength in which we are sharing who they are with you online. And we also have a YouTube page, so past broadcasts will be uploaded there, and you can check them out. So our YouTube page is UCU UMOJA Caribbean Union. So at this time, we want to recognize Right Way Service Station, and they are locally owned, located in Princess. So you can get your gas for your vehicle. They do accept payment at the pump. There's an ATM machine, and they have a convenience store. So, if there's anything that you might need, they have it there. So you get in your gas, or you could just go and get, any items that you need for your convenience. We have ITEL Trinity, Health is Wealth, where you get your natural foods and natural drinks, sea moss, passion fruit, raspberry, tamarind, cucumber drinks, and that's Negus. He's located at 429 King Street, Frederiksted. Phone number 340-772-1414. So let Negus from ITEL Trinity know that you heard his ad here, okay? Alma's at 53A King Street, Frederiksted. And you can get oils, shea butter, cocoa butter, natural deodorant and toothpaste, herbs, incense, teas, and much more. So phone Alma's at 340-332-3557 or 340-473-4896. And this store is located again in Frederiksted, 53A King Street, Frederiksted. Staying in the west side, we have Raquel's Fashion Accessories and Wear, and she is also located at 53 King Street, Frederiksted. You can visit her online on her website at www.raquelsfashion.net, or you can phone her at 321-370-7991. Then we have Nestor's Retail and Liquor. He's also located in Frederiksted, more closer to the waterfront. And you can receive free Wi-Fi, items for your house, your vehicles, souvenirs. If you need copies made, he also he does faxing as well. So practically anything that you might need service-wise there too, you can check him out. So he also has a website as www.nestorsretailshop.com. Contact him also at 340-473-1896. Mid-Island is the #1 spot on island to play pool, and that is A&L Professional Billiards. They're located at 145 VI Corpland. That's East Airport Road. They're open Wednesdays to Sundays, 4 p.m. to 1 o'clock a.m. They have a Facebook page, and that is STX Billiards, Billiards. Okay, so check them out on Facebook. Phone them also at 340-220-5133. Going a little up east, that's Studio 413 Salon and Spa, where you can get your natural hair care, skin and nail care. That is what they specialize in. So visit them at Baron Spot Mall Suite 107, or email at salonspa.studio413@gmail.com. Make an appointment at 340-690-6046. Sometimes they do accept walk-ins, but I would suggest that you call in advance. Right. So here in that, if you would like to advertise on our newspaper, just let us know. We start as low as $1.50 and to $10, in which you could get a full page, okay? So let us know. Contact us at 1-857-240-2854. Email UMOJA Caribbean Union at gmail.com, and UMOJA, and I'm pronouncing as it is in Swahili. UMOJA means unity. It is spelled UMOJA, then Caribbean, CARIBBEAN Union, that's UNION at gmail.com. So that's Umoja Caribbean Union at gmail.com. So you can also make such payments using our PayPal account, which is in our email address name, okay? Umoja Caribbean Union at gmail.com. So now, where is this being broadcasted? Well, I am here, and this particular place is located on King Street, Frederiksted, and here with me is the president of the Ethiopian World Federation, Local 5, Ras Mahnen.
Yes, greetings and good afternoon to the world, locally, internationally. My name is Thaddeus Popo, better known as Ras Popo. I was elected in December as the president of the Ethiopian World Federation, Incorporated, and took an oath to faithfully do my duty to the best of my ability. So, in October, I'm trying my best to carry on the works for my black people of the world.
All right. So for those who are listening or viewing for the first time and just heard of this, it's like, what? St.Croix have this? Yes, and it's been in existence for quite a long time. Could you share with us how long this organization, locally wise, St.Croix has been in existence, and then this is connected to
internationally, yes.
So please.
Locally, we have been a chartered local from, I want to say, 2007, I think it is. I'm not sure. I think around that time. I became a member shortly after. So I've been a member about 10 or more years. Can't keep track, time moving so fast. But yeah, we have a chartered local for over 15 years now. And the organization came in existence from 1937. And one of the reasons for the organizations to have its existence is because what took place in Ethiopia in 1937, when they had the war with Mussolini and His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie. And a lot of things was going on in that time when the war took place, and the black people of all over internationally was trying to render some aid to His Majesty, but it was never being reached. So we had 3 delegates we call United Aid to Africa, went to visit His Majesty personally in England, and they spoke to His Majesty and told him what was going on. And he set up the Ethiopian World Federation shortly after, and he made to see to it that his personal physician, Dr. Manuel Bain, which is a portrait of him here, he set up the first branch in New York City, which is known as Local Number 1. And from that time up to now, the Ethiopian World Federation has been trying its best to do its continued aim and objective, which is to educate the community about Ethiopia and its heritage, and empower whichever community find black people in medical, educational, agriculture, just name it. So basically, that's a little brief history of the organization and its existence.
And Emperor, let us speak a little about the Emperor Haile Selassie I, and his father also, as it's mentioned. It's like sometimes we give names, but people might not be aware of who they are and what the connection is. So I know there's a image of that.
I think I have a picture of him someplace in here. No, it's not in here. But yes, I don't have a picture of his father, Ras Mahnen, Michael Mahnen, but he was the father of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie, the last emperor of Ethiopia, and he was actually one of the first dignitaries to travel to England, and as a dignitary from Ethiopia. So he was like one of the consulate from Ethiopia, and Tafari was his son, so he educated his son in world affairs and vast secular knowledge. And Tafari showed very good. He was very good. He was very educated from a very youth. Was a youth. So at 13 years old, he governed the province of Harar. And at 13 years old, being a governor is a big responsibility. I don't know if anyone has duplicated that, but that's, to me, that's very remarkable to be a governor at 13 years old. And from then, Tafari just excelled in everything he did. You know, he gave Ethiopia the constitution. He gave them the airlines. He gave his palace and made it a college. He gave us the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated. He made Ethiopia to be a member state of the United Nations, the League of Nations. He was known as the Kings of Kings, the Lords of Lords, the Conquering Lion of Judah, which is a biblical title. And it goes on and it goes on with His Majesty, you know. And he has inspired me in many different ways. So I consider myself to be a Rasta also. So just all glory unto the King, you know, the Kings of Kings. And the more you learn about him is the more you see the importance of what he was trying to do, you know. So Tafari is very remarkable, and yes, so basically Tafari is one that if you don't know about him, I think you should learn about him. You should educate yourself about him and what he has done and what he is doing. You know, I mean, because throughout the world we have find that the Rastafari movements have grown, you know, throughout all the world, in Spanish-speaking countries, in English, and all walks of life has adopted the Rastafari liberty. So he's one of a very important stature. And in the 1930s, if you study the history of the way black people was living, they was considered like impoverished, but there was slaves, all kind of names. But in Ethiopia we have what they call the Kings of Kings. That was something remarkable at that time, because for we to be considered slaves and less than in America, and then to know in Ethiopia we have a Kings of Kings. That really opened the eyes of the masses, you know. So it's very important to know about him, even though you might not see him as the Rastas might see him, but he's someone that is very important in the world history, you know.
Right. And just looking in the back view, there are a lot of images of him on some T-shirts, right? And people need to know, I did share with them that we are broadcasting at King Street, but this is where the office,
yes, the local headquarters
is located, but
53 King Street, you know.
But also there's a store, so it's not just for display, okay? And the store regularly opens, I'll say the regular part, Saturdays from 1 to 3 p.m. and at times on Fridays,
Fridays
and also on Sundays
from around 12 until about 5. So we're trying to establish a place that people of African descent could come and buy things that they utilize every day. And some people, we have some smokers, they have bamboo papers, incense, some oils, some t-shirts. You know, support your own people, you know, because too much time we find ourselves supporting everybody else except for ourselves. So this is one of the way we fundraise, you know. So we encourage ones in the community to come out and support, you know.
Yes.
So, you know, we also give back. So the more you help us, we help someone else. You know, we just pass it out. You know?
Can you share with the people some of the things that event-wise, I guess, this organization has held in the past, or probably some, services?
Yes. We have collaborated with different organizations through the years, and we have done many different programs to educate the community about what the Ethiopian organization, the Ethiopian World Federation is about. We have also entered the different schools. We'll call the school Theodore Dambavin, the elementary school, Central High School, Educational Complex. These are some of the schools we attended, and we did a couple presentations. We gave awards for people who answered certain questions, and the youth them love it. And when we come in the community, we also do things like that, and we try to always give back. On His Majesty's birthday, we do celebrations, and we do give foods and drinks free of cost. You know, we don't charge. we help how we can. I mean, we have members who have become members in different ways. That they needed the help at the time. So the organization is beneficial in many different ways. We are a membership corporation. So it's not just for profit. We don't really. It's not for profit actually. So the members are basically volunteering the time from week to week, from day to day. And we just try to do what we can do in the community we live in. We reside in St. Croix right now, so try to help the community in St. Croix, because in St. Croix is a lot of different things are plaguing the black people in this community, people of African descent. So we try to kind of steer them away from the negative and bring them back to the African heritage. So the Ethiopian World Federation is just one avenue, one pathway, towards that. So that's what we're trying to do.
Great. And I shared this earlier, but it's like in any organization, to strengthen one's organization, membership is important. I mean, funds is one thing, but membership participation is another thing to help strengthen the organization. So and I am admitting that when I first learned about the Ethiopian World Federation, I think that was, well, it's been a while, but I finally decided to join officially, and we'll get into the application to become a member. And I decided, after getting familiar with the different committees or the units involved, that what gravitated to me the most, I decided, what, let me send some strength there, right? So I can see, if you as an individual, okay, if you have a gift, something that you find yourself gravitating to, that you like, there are committees that exist, units that exist in the Ethiopian World Federation that you can be a part of and to strengthen it. So, for example, I'm in the Education Committee and also the Special Committee to Africa Affairs. And with the Africa Affairs, well, let me rewind. Okay, so like with the education, and this is something that will be happening shortly, is to have showings and discussions. And then the Africa Affairs, Special Committee to Africa Affairs, is we're actually planning to go to visit the land, our motherland, our father's land, Africa, this year. So definitely I see where, like, that's my passion. However, people can identify, again, the committee or the unit that they are passionate about and be involved in getting things going. So I heard agriculture, medical, so if you're into farming, there is a farm, okay, that exists.
Yes.
And again, members' participation, can do so much greater things than what is already being done. And I want to definitely applaud all the members, who have, I would say, they did a lot back then to help where this organization is right now. However, still their involvement is necessary. And if you want to even encourage others to be a part of this organization, because you might be all tied up doing things or what have you, then encourage people to join. And could you please now share what is the requirement to join? Yes. Real World Federation.
Just for a little info, I'm reading from what we call the Constitution of the Ethiopian World Federation. So basically, this is how we conduct the meetings and kind of solve our problems and basically educate our members on how we conduct the business of the Ethiopian World Federation. Within the organization, they have many different committees and units, as the Empress Shalima did say. We have the banking, have the membership, have education, publicity, SIC, ways and means, information, auditing, complaint and grievance, the House Committee. Such other committees shall be from time to time become necessary that such committee are approved by the International Executive Council. So basically it's stating that we have all these committees that need members to chair these committees. So basically we want to self-govern ourselves. You know, we believe in self-determination, as the Constitution says. You know? We believe in self-determination because we're not really basically looking for handouts. We're willing to get up every day and do what we have to do for ourselves, and encourage our people to do for themselves also. Because we know that if you depend on the next man, you become a servant to him. So we as members of this organization are fully aware of that. That's why we believe in self-determination. And we strive for that daily. Even so sometimes it's very challenging, but it's the only way that we know. We have to depend on ourselves. You know? And within ourselves in our community, we have everything we need. We have bankers, we have lawyers, we have medical personnel, we have people who go to farming, we have musicians, we have people who in publicity, you know, we have everything we need. We just need to organize and centralize, you know, because we don't need help from someone else. We can help ourselves. You know? So we encourage people to come and see what the organization is about. Come and learn about it. You know, it have so much. You know, I mean, only this video can only hold so much, and everybody's experience is not going to be the same. So we have a different phase in our life that we want things done now. Some of us are still trying to learn. So we are different, but and trust me, you have something for all of us within the organization. You know what I mean? We call the organization called the Ethiopian. We are known as Ethiopians at home and abroad. You know, from Ethiopian is a term that for our black person, our sunburned person. From the time you have melanin in your skin, hey, you are Ethiopian. You know, you may not accept it, but we see you as such. You know, the world. Anywhere you find a black man, a black woman, throughout the world, the federation is just autonomous group working together. So we have a local here in St. Thomas, in St. John, Puerto Rico, Anguilla, Africa, United States. It's a federation working together under the same aim and the same objective, the same mission. You know, to free ourselves. You know what I mean? Be self, do for ourselves. You know, it's nothing complicated. You know, and we have to understand that differences doesn't mean division. Not because we see things differently mean that we have to divide amongst ourselves. You know, sometimes you might see the color might be red, I might say it's orange, and we start to make one big argument because of colors. And you know, sometimes you have to agree to just disagree, and we have bigger things, no bigger fish to fry than just one little thing. So sometimes you have to be the bigger person and just know that we're working for the Creator. I mean, He expects us to live in unity. You know what I mean, on this sun, under this. You know what I mean? Our time is short. We don't have all the time in the world that you might think. You know? So if we come together and do things for positive, that's basically we're trying to push. You know, positive is our mission.
Right, and again, to just add to that is what do we have in common? That is what we need to stay focused on. And yes, we may have different views, but we also share commonalities. And find your place here, you know, and just do what works best for you, which is going to also help this organization. So whatever you're passionate about, match it, you know, to the committees or the units, right? And just strengthen the organization that way. Okay? Yeah.
And I do want to thank you, Shalima, because you have been in the front line for many years, and I've seen you out there diligently do what you do. For you see you, and I always admire that. You know, that's basically you're a strength to me. You might not know it, but just seeing you keep doing what you're doing is very inspiring. You know, so I just want to encourage you to just keep on keeping on. You know.
Well, hey, I share the same, and I would say to everyone, it's like that's why we need to empower each other. Okay, you know, wherever a strength is needed, you might see it in someone who has that strength and could, you know, help out or what have you, and then that person might see a strength in the other person because they lack that, you know, strength, and we just empower each other. So I definitely applaud you, likewise, you know, for holding the position for a good while, and just, you know, you have made a lot of sacrifices, you've used a lot of energies, but these energies will be renewed, and I hope that you continue in, you know, doing your best to help. As you said, it's not just it's a bigger picture, okay? It's for the youths then, because eventually, and I like to say it, you know, we ain't getting younger, although we might be looking younger, right? We are expecting to have the youths then to take our positions,
True.
right? And that's the bigger picture in this. It's not just today. Think about their tomorrow. So when your parents, okay, are making some sacrifices, energies, whatever, in whatever way, you know, it's for you, the youths, them to see, you know what, they did this for me, and I understand my role now, okay, because we, we're gonna pass the torch, okay, and it's for you, the youths, them to hold on and just make improvements, okay, just make improvements. The aim is to make things better for us. So definitely want to thank you again, and the Ethiopian World Federation members who have been holding the fort, so to speak, coming to meetings on a regular basis. And let's get into that. The meetings are held
Every first and third Sundays every month at 3 o'clock. You know, and punctuality is something that we as a people tend to lack to. So punctuality is very important in any cooperation, any business, any big world of any leader. They know being on time is very important, and that's something we try to practice from meeting to meeting to be on time. You know, that's part of it. You know, record keeping is also very important. Keeping notes of what we have done, what we say, we try to, you know, make sure it's done in a timely manner. Also, in the organization, you learn about financing, you know what I mean? How to raise funds, how to be creative, not just waiting for handout, but how can we make money to pay our bills? How can we help strengthen our next member? All these things, the organization, hey, it helps educate you to find ways and means to help the organization and also help the members. So the organization is full of potential. It's just for us to tap into our, you know, what we need to tap into. And use it to our best ability to help empower ourselves as, you know what I mean, Africans, you know what I mean? Just want to say, just thank you, Shalima, for the opportunity to just put out this information out there today. You know?
Okay, and then this will definitely be shared to the Facebook page. That's the Ethiopian World Federation Local 5 Facebook page. Okay, so be sure, and actually we'll tag. Yes, that's how. Yeah, these words, right? I mean, yeah. Sometimes I need some young people to assist me with these things. So yeah, we're gonna tag the Ethiopian World Federation. So once it's posted, they'll automatically get it. But please visit that page. Likewise, and most importantly, be involved. Visit, come to the meetings and see if that's something that um, that you gravitate to, and if it can really help you also helping the organization, and that is very much appreciated. Yes.
I like to read the preamble before we leave. The preamble for the organization is: we, the black peoples of the world, in order to effect unity, solidarity, liberty, freedom, and self-determination, to secure justice and maintain the integrity of Ethiopia, which is our divine heritage. So we are here to secure justice and maintain integrity of Ethiopia, which is our divine heritage. Very important. We want to advocate for unity, solidarity, liberty, and freedom. Self-determination. So these are the foundations of the organization. So unless we implement these things in our day-to-day life, we're really not free. You know what I mean? We have some that have money, some might not be, but they may have skills. So we need the solidarity, we need the unity. You know what I mean? We need to have freedom. We need self-determination. So all these things we need in our communities, wherever you find us. Because too long we have been stagnant. You know what I mean? Because we are sleeping giants basically, just waiting to arise. We just have to tap in. You know what I mean? Tap into ourselves. So I just want to say thank you again, Shalima.
All right. Well, thank you again.
Okay.
Yes. So there you heard it. And this is where we're broadcasting, and we have been broadcasting at various locations, our past sponsors, our new sponsors. If you want to have us broadcast at your place, just contact us, and we'll make some arrangements. So our phone number is 1-857-240-2854, or email umojacaribbeanunion@gmail.com. And wow. So I'm just going to turn to our newspaper, which you can also obtain a free copy of this online at our UCU website. That's www.ucu.webs.com, or visit our Facebook page, UMOJA Caribbean Union Inc. Departments. Go to File, and there we have the newsletters, past newsletters, and newspapers. Okay, so just download it for free and share the information. Okay. So let's share what is happening in our community. Gonna turn to our community announcement page. We're Yucca Africa House Club, and we did a broadcast, but we need to return over there because of the communication issue that we found exists inside. So we are going to do another broadcast, and we'll emphasize more about Yucca and Africa House Club. But in the meantime, between time, you can visit Yucca Africa House Club. It is a tutorial and cultural center located at 19 and 20 King Street, Frederiksted, from 3 to 6 p.m. Monday to Saturday. Phone number 323-899-5460 or 407-459-0985. And definitely encouraging you to visit. It's a great place to learn. The children and even adults will learn, okay? Things that you should have been taught about is there for you, okay? So really good resource center, and anything is possible these days with technology. And although at times we need to identify ways to use such technology, so it's possible we will actually do a broadcast or probably a recording at Africa House Club, okay, so that you can see what I've been talking about, or what we have been talking about. We have the St. Croix Council of Elders, which meets every third Wednesday of the month, and we actually broadcasted there in the past, so definitely I thank the St. Croix Council of Elders, yes, co-elders, for having the meeting. And also Healing Heart Gathering takes place the last Sunday of the month, located at the Frederiksted Community Garden, 5:30 p.m. So if you would like further information, you can contact the St. Croix Council of Elders via email. Also, there's a Facebook page, so you can visit and get further information if you need. So the email address is STCROIXCOUNCILOFELDERS@gmail.com. Yeah. And you are welcome, encouraged, okay, to be a member of the St. Croix Council of Elders, where wisdom is always expressed, and we learn from each other, okay? So I will, let me see, okay, we have time. So I'll read this write-up, which is, again, posted in our newspaper, so you are welcome to download it and get yourself a copy. But 6 women and 3 men responded to the call for the establishment of an organized and functional Council of Elders, and thereafter the St. Croix Council of Elders became a registered non-profit organization in 2017. So their guiding principles are respect for self and others, through truthfulness, responsibility, lifelong learning, commitment to healing, and honoring our ancestors. The mission of the St. Croix Council of Elders, Inc. is to offer and provide counsel, leadership and education based upon the wisdom teachings of the Creator handed down through our ancestors to wise men and women present among us today, and to work in a cooperative manner with all others to restore justice and build peaceful communities. So definitely I appreciate St. Croix Council of Elders for existing. Some of the quotes, wise words or wisdom of power, we'll call it. And I'll read them from Eldris Iya Tahira Abubakar, who's a co-founder. Stated, elders are those qualified by the wisdom of life experiences, not simply by years lived, who have assumed a willingness to usher the extended family and community through life's passages. Elders offer guideposts for building and navigating sustainability in our communities. Then another co-founder, well, that was in 2016, and she has since transitioned. That's Eldris Veronica Gordon. And this is her quote: to enjoy the stage of life while without fear looking forward to see how to prepare myself for the next life if possible. I would like to see the seniors, elders again elevated to the position of authority which we were in if possible. And last quote is an African proverb says, a village without elders is like a tree without roots. So again, please visit St. Croix Council of Elders at the monthly meetings, which is held. Meetings are held the third Wednesday of each month, 6 o'clock p.m. at the Chance office in Frederiksted, and it is the blue two-story building. And then the last Sunday of each month is the Healing Heart Gathering. So, and that is at 5:30 p.m. at Frederiksted Community Garden. And create your own reality project, an Afrofusion sweat session. Time is 6 to 7 p.m. on Tuesdays at the Malik Felix Community Center, Mumbiju. And that's on St. Croix. Donations for the first class is free. Yes, the big word free. And $5 after. The next class will be free if you bring a friend. Okay, so definitely contact Aoife Massey. And Aoife, I am going to choose a Tuesday to go and get my Afrofusion sweat session going on. Okay, so I'm going to hold myself accountable to and I'm crossing my fingers, I know. I'm going to hold myself accountable to definitely go and participate in this one of those Tuesdays. Again, Tuesdays 6 to 7 p.m. You can check Create Your Own Reality Dance Project, which is on Facebook. Contact Aoife Massey at 340-473-7767. Email cyorproject14@gmail.com. Yes, so check out Create Your Own Reality Project. Afrofusion sweat session. We gotta keep ourselves fit. Yes. Good way to burn stress away, okay? So for you hardworking men and hardworking women out there, kingman, queens, you know, those who put in the extra work, sometimes we need to like burn off some sweat. So definitely I hope you could join Aoife on Tuesday 6 to 7 p.m. at again Malik Felix Community Center in Montbijou. Yes, St. Croix. Yes, so we have a page, okay, dedicated to feature someone or some individuals from the continent of Africa, and it's under Bridging the Gap Between the Caribbean and Africa. We are connected. We're just separated by waters, but we are connected. So it's great to have From Zimbabwe, Ryan Nush, who was born and raised in Zimbabwe. He is an entertainer, entrepreneur, and Pan-Africanist who's focused on contributing toward Africa's growth, branding, and showcasing of African cultural heritage to a global audience. He is also the founder and CEO of Zuri Africa Global Program and Trust. Ryan says that, quote, Africa has a huge influence, but the right image it deserves is not out there. So we have to take the image as a huge accountability for ourselves and realize that Africa really does have a reputation, but if we allow our stories to be told, our stories will be told with their agenda on what they need to be able to benefit from Africa. So we have to be able to tell our own stories so we can be able to understand how we can utilize that story to benefit our development. And we need to understand how we can utilize that story is to understand that this world is all about branding and marketing, and it is possible to make Africa the best place we want it to be. And I'm going to emphasize the word we want it to be, end quote. So one of the highlights of the program is the Zuri Africa Queen, and it is an annual premiere, and let me see, about 22 countries in Africa franchised to participate at its Africa Queen Finals. And contestants go through championship events where they shall show off their leadership skills, gifts, cultural preservation, and more. Activities during Zuri Africa Queen include cultural night, and a gifted contestant shows off her country's culture through the heritage performance. Cultural Heritage Queen of Debate. Contestants engage in cultural heritage themed debates. Heritage Cuisine Queen. The contestants are required to make a dish from her country. Queen of Heritage Crafts. Contestants shall hand make a cultural item from her country, and Lulu Diversity Queen contestants shall play traditional African games. This serves not only as a competition but also as mentorship program which promotes team building, education, cultural exchange, and safeguarding and promoting intangible heritage. So please, wow, it says it is important for Africans and Africa and diaspora to support this laudable, well-received initiative, Zuri Africa Global Trust. And it can never center on an individual. That's why it is global. It belongs to a collective of like-minded people who see the need for African empowerment, development, and growth. And they are going to have the finale on November 1st. And so various countries have since participated, and in the newspaper you can see a colored version, okay, of these beautiful queens representing Rwanda, Malawi, Kenya, Zambia. So if you would like to be a sponsor, please visit www.zuriafricaqueen.org. That is www.zuriafricaqueen.org. And the account name is Zuri Africa Global Trust, and the account number is shown. That is 60170410022910888, branch Nelson Mandela. So thank you, Ryan Nush, and everyone who's behind him, by his side, to make this possible. And it's an annual activity, and it's more than just the beauty on the outside. Okay, it's about what exists on the inside, intellectually wise, creative wise. Okay, so that's right. Thank you for promoting that so much. A little brief summary about Zimbabwe. It is in central southern Africa. And because of the impact of its colonial history on the nation's political, economic, and socio-cultural life, it generally is identified more with Southern Africa than with Central Africa. It got its independence in 1980. The capital, Harare, is located in Mashona land, which covers the eastern two-thirds of the country and is the area where most Shona-speaking people live. And if you are from Africa, so Africa brothers and sisters who are doing great things on the continent or for the continent, please contact us so that you could possibly be featured in our newspaper under Bridging the Gap between the Caribbean and Africa, okay? We do have a section that we highlight an island or two from the Caribbean. So October's featured island is Dominica, and prior to it being called, the indigenous people called it Wait Kubuli, and that means tall is her body. So if you see an image of Dominica, don't know if you can see clear here, but it kind of looks like a body, right? So we definitely, the write-up here is Dominica changed from France and then England, Britain. Commonwealth of Dominica, which it is officially known, achieved its independence on November 3rd, 1978. It is a mountainous island nation located south of Guadeloupe, and we did feature Guadeloupe in one of our publication. Most of the inhabitants are Africans, followed by Caribs. Dominica is a member of CARICOM and Eastern Caribbean States (OECS). Dominica has a mixed economic system, which includes a variety of private freedom combined with centralized economic planning and government regulation. We also have featured special news from the Caribbean and highlighted the Bahamas devastation due to Hurricane Dorian, and in which significant number of lives were lost. About 2,500 people are feared missing. It might be more. And yeah, so the place was very devastated. And in any way possible that you can help the people of the Bahamas, please do so. And I'm not going to be tired of saying this, but when there are quote unquote wealthy or strong nations, okay, that likes to promote that, such as the United States of America, could help, they should really step up to it. And what I've read there, and it's in our newspaper, is that more efforts have been made to allow for displaced animals to enter into the United States of America. However, United States of America denied at least temporary, it's just temporary residence for Bahamians. And I'm saying this to the big nations, you have large continents especially. You should really make efforts to help out those who are on the island, live on the islands, especially when you're in close proximity to them. But next highlight, because I'm so grateful with sharing this particular information, and I have to watch time. Oh my goodness, like having so much fun. But I want to recognize that some agreements that came from inclusive discussions with prime ministers from the various islands, Mayor Motley and Alan Chestnut, ministers representing Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Suriname, and CARICOM Secretary General Erwin LaRoche. The following have taken place or are in agreement. Barbados and Suriname will partner in establishing an embassy in Ghana. Thank you, the continent of Africa. Barbados and St. Lucia will partner in establishing an embassy in Kenya, and an invitation has been sent out to all other CARICOM countries to join in the venture. Again, thank you, Africa. CARICOM and Kenya have started work on an MOU for engagement and cooperation. Thank you again, Africa. The African and Caribbean governments have committed to establishing direct air travel links between Africa and the Caribbean. So I want to applaud the leaders from the various Caribbean islands and for working towards having direct air links between Africa and the Caribbean, because that is so needed. That is so needed. I mean, if you look on a map and you see where the Caribbean is located and see where Africa is located, one would question, why would people from the Caribbean have to fly up north, right? Whereas they could actually fly to the east and go straight to Africa, right? It's good to be able to be free and think, and that is what we're hoping that will be achieved, is that we become more educated, learn ways that we should have learned growing up about us. Because once you open that important part within you, you're able to see things clearly. I just want to highlight that and just give honor to our ancestors. Okay, October calendar, yes, and this is courtesy of Africa House Club under UCA, in which several of our ancestors' events took place on various days in October. So please check out Africa House Club. Go and visit our website page or our Facebook page and download the newspaper so you could have a have this as a safe keepsake, right? So that you can always have us as reference. So I'll just highlight a couple days since we've been on and when this is going to get posted. Let's go to, yes, the 14th of October with Fela Kuti, born in Nigeria, musician, Afrobeat pioneer, activist. And I know there was a celebration. Yes, he since passed away in 1997. On the 15th of October, Thomas Sankara, president of Burkina Faso, was assassinated after a military coup in 1987. Black Panther Party for Self-Defense formed in Oakland, California in 1966. On the 16th, the Million Man March took place in Washington, D.C. in 1995. On the 16th of October, Ziggy Marley, reggae singer, was born in Jamaica, 1968. Also, Wyclef Jean, singer, was born in Haiti or Haiti in 1972. Mae Jemison, first black woman in space, born 1956. The 19th of October, Peter Tosh, reggae legend, born in Jamaica, born 1944. Transition 1987. Maurice Bishop, also and other leaders of Grenadian Revolution, was killed in 1983. Samora Machel, first president of Mozambique, was killed in 1986. The 28th of October, Jomo Kenyatta, first president of Kenya, was born, and he was born in 1891 and transitioned 1978. On the 21st of October, Celia Cruz, a singer born in Cuba, born 1925, transitioned 2003. Valmy Thomas, yes, from the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Major League Baseball player, 1929 to 2010. And that was the 21st of October. On the 23rd of October, Pelé, retired world's most famous soccer player, born in Brazil. On the 25th, Million Woman March in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, took place in 1997. U.S. invades the island of Grenada under Operation Urgent Fury. That took place in 1997. And let's stop here. The 26th, Mahalia Jackson, gospel singer, was born 1911 to 1972. So I would definitely love to thank you so much for tuning in to us on our online radio talk show. And I hope that you can tune in next time. That's Wednesdays and Saturdays from 4 to 5 p.m. Thank you for, again, sharing the space here with me at the Ethiopian World Federation. Check them out. Check us out. Saturdays, the stores open 1 to 3 p.m. and also open sometimes on Fridays and Sundays mid-afternoon. Okay? So give thanks. Whatever you do, do your best. Be your best. And sometimes, you hard-working people might just need to take a little pause for the great cause to rebuild your strength, because you are needed. Peace, love, you.